Annie Besant. You all probably have heard of Annie Besant because she stayed on. She was made to stay on by the British East India Company to destroy India. But anyway, she stayed on according to our conventional history and became Annie Besant, who started the Congress Party with David Hume, and she did this and that. Anyway, that's not important. Now you know how to die easily. Don't smile at nobody and hate everybody. That is what Ayurveda says. Khrodha, shoka, bhaya, aayaasa, virudhaanna, bhojana, Thaponnalaan, lavanakshara, rakta, pitta, prakopayeth. All diseases come like that. What's the treatment? This energy, when the zygote gets ready, connects the zygote to the universal consciousness. Then suddenly you appear on the television screen. You and I are television screen dancers. When the television is switched off, you are off. And the day you are born, the mind in your cell, which is called cell membrane, gets switched on because there is an antenna there, which is called, any biology students here? Integral membrane protein, IMP. The integral membrane protein has an antenna. So it connects to that and the cell gets energized. And the cell now knows all about this universe, posteriori and priori. Because it's a universal consciousness, a part of it, which is called individual consciousness, which means me, Yashovarma, Manjula, Elizabeth, we are all one. And no one can teach anyone anything he or she already does not know. But only thing is, you don't know that you know. You are in the dark. So what is a teacher? Teacher's job is to bring that out in you. That is why it is called education. In the olden days, education meant educe. E-D-U-C-E means deliver. Educe is delivering. How do you deliver? What does the midwife do? Stands by the side of a pregnant mother in pain, coaxing her, cajoling her, sympathizing with her, empathizing with her. But who delivers? The mother. But in the class, who delivers? The teacher. That is the wrong type of education. In the class also, the teacher's job is coax, cajole, sympathize, encourage, empathize with the student and make the student learn. So a good student is one, good teacher is one who makes the student want to learn. I jokingly say every teacher is a menu in the restaurant. You go to the restaurant, look at the menu, and the menu says chicken, gashi, or what's it? There's, I was one day in a 5-star hotel in Bombay and I was seeing that Kori Aja Dina. He said, what is this? Kori Aja Dina. It says dry chicken made in the South Kerala way with the garnished with the coconut. Kori Aja Dina in Tulu, which became Kori Aja Dina and some 500 rupees. So when you look at that, I'm a vegetarian, but otherwise I would have said, this must be very good. Let me order that. So teacher must be so good that the student must say, I must learn this. And one day I must be like her. So the teacher should not all the time say, I know everything, you know nothing. There are a lot of teachers who say, hey, you are good, no good. Dadda. There's nobody called Dadda. Everybody is equally brilliant, but the day you are made in the mother's womb, you get the same universal consciousness that comes to you. If there is a student who is Badda, you are also Badda. That's all the difference. But the difference is, you must be able to make him and convert him to a good student. That is your job. So that's besides the point. Now come back to our physics. So the universal consciousness is your mind, which is called individual consciousness. Now this is very interesting because in the year 1905, actually 1910, 3 physicists came to India to get wisdom. Charles Leadbeater, Babington, and Annie Besant. You all probably have heard of Annie Besant because she stayed on. She was made to stay on by the British East India Company to destroy India. But anyway, she stayed on according to our conventional history and became Annie Besant, who started the Congress Party with David Hume, and she did this and that. Anyway, that's not important. There were 3 physicists teaching physics in Cambridge University. They came here for enlightenment and they became yogis. They went to Himalayas, yogis, and then started doing meditation. When they entered that state of samadhi, Annie Besant describes in a book It was like a microscope's third eye. I could visualize everything in this world and I could see the inside of atoms. So beautiful. What is inside the atom? She could see in her meditative state. And she has described it as atom has nothing inside except it's like a cloud, an empty cloud. And she could see atoms from hydrogen to helium, 9 elements she has described. And she has written a beautiful book for you to read, which was published in Madras in the year 1920 called Occult Chemistry. Chemistry postgrad students here? Occult Chemistry. That's the book. Annie Besant and Charles Leadbeater. Leadbeater. Now what happened to this book today? It has become a thick book, contributed by 7-8 chemistry Nobel laureates. But still, the original book is so good because you all studied in physics, in the conventional physics, that electron has got a central nucleus around which the nucleus has got a central nucleus, then around which it runs in atom and jumps from one to other and things like that. All this is bullshit. There's actually nothing there. And she beautifully writes, no physicist today knows, an atom, a subatomic particle. You come up to the leptoquarks, the leptrons. Beyond that, you don't know. And where did the lepton come from? But she writes there, the lowest particle seems like coming from another world. She calls it ethereal world. And it comes like smoke through a keyhole onto this atom. So beautiful. And this Ayurveda so beautifully describes. In Ayurveda, the mind has 5 levels. The child's mind is called manas. Do you know what manas is? It is compared to a dark room with a window. So you sit inside the dark room and you look out the window. Somebody passes that way. You smile at him. Someone else passes, smile at him. A dog goes, smile at that. A thunder comes, smile at that. In short, a baby, do you know how many times it smiles? 500 to 1000 times a day. This baby is absolutely healthy. How many times do you smile a day? Once or twice maybe. That too, it may not be a natural smile, it may be a grin. But the less you smile, the more rigid you become, and the worst becomes your heart. The more you smile, the child's heart comes back. Child's heart is a peculiar heart. Where the child breathes in, the heart runs fast. Child breathes out, it runs slow, which is called sinus arrhythmia. But actually, it is not an arrhythmia, it is a rhythmia. And this is a normal rhythm. Now, as you grow up and stop smiling at everybody, start hating people, your rhythm becomes regular and regular and regular and regular. The day it is absolutely regular, you're dead. So now you know how to die easily. Don't smile at nobody and hate everybody. That is what Ayurveda says. Khrodha, shoka, bhaya, aayaasa, virudhaanna, bhojana, Thaponnalaan, lavanakshara, lavanakshara, rakta, pitta, prakopayeth. All diseases come like that. What's the treatment? Hita, mita, ahara, sevi. Samikshakari, work very hard. A lot of us don't want to work. We don't want to work, but we want to earn money. No, it says Samikshakari. That's why Jesus said, sister will tell me, it is with the sweat of his brow that he shall eat bread on all days of his life. Right, sister? That's very good. So it's the same advice everywhere. Samikshakari. Then it says data. Data. Be a giver. Be a giver. Giver, one who gives. That's what Jesus said. He give. Pass it on. It is not for thee alone. Pass it on. Be a giver. Ishoparishad says, Tena, Tyaktena, Bunjita. Rejoice in giving. That's what Ayurveda says. If you want to be healthy, Data. Then Samaha. Treat everyone as equal. When you look at the principal, you say, sir. And when you look at the peon, hey. No. They are both human beings. The principal had more opportunity, so he is in the principal's chair. The peon had less opportunity, he is in the peon's chair. Otherwise, they are born alike, they will die alike, and they will live only differently. It's only in life. So don't make the difference if you want to be healthy. So he says Samaha. Then it says Satyapara. Don't tell a lie. Small lies you can say. When you don't want to pick up the phone, you can say he is in the bathroom. But don't tell a lie to harm others. To save somebody, you can tell a lie. But don't tell a lie to harm others. That's called satyapara. Then what does it say? Then it says, aptopasevi bhavet arogyam. Treat everyone as your near and dear ones. You must love the whole universe. That's called universal compassion. Love has 3 words in Greek language. That's the best language I have understood. In Greek, there are 3 kinds of love. The first one, the lowest base love, is called eros, erotic love. That is what you see in the cinema. Boy running after the girl around a tree. And when she comes this side of the tree, she has red sari. When she goes that side, she has a green sari and things like that. So she runs. That's called eros. Then you have philosophy, philosophia. Phil is affinity. That's the second word in Greek. Affinity. You are very close. Philosophia. Love, wisdom. Sophia is wisdom. Phil is love. So philosophy is loving wisdom.